Hey everyone, this is Alp Actimus here, Managing Director of Architecture and Platforms here at KINETIQ. Welcome back to our series on KINETIQ Foresight for Financial Planning, where we are talking all about Microsoft Business Performance Planning within the Dynamics Suite. In this video, we're going to be talking all about workforce planning using a tabular input method on here. In our previous video, what we talked about was operating expense planning, how your company will have visibility into your full operating expenses across the board so you know exactly where your money from a budget standpoint is being spent as you're starting to forecast throughout the year. In this video for workforce planning, we're going to show you how you can make a position adjustments and what sort of input mechanisms you can have in place right here that will ultimately flow into your financial forecasts and ultimately your P&L reporting so that you can compare your forecast as well as your budget to your actuals and last year. On here, you can see various different inputs that are available to us right here. We can plan salary, annual benefits. We can approve using workflows and approvals right here using the Power Platform, specifically Power Automate for workflows and approvals. We have benefits eligibility, bonus rate assumptions, business unit assignments, commission rate assumptions for sales folks, departments, various different positions that we can plan. We can plan the number of headcount values, and we also have other assumptions on here such as the hourly rate, merit increase month, as well as other information such as position ID and the salary type, as well as the scenario and start date and end date of these individuals here. What this essentially means is you have full control over how many positions you can plan along with workflows and approvals. I'll give you an example of how easy this is to use right here. We can come in here and we can actually go ahead and make an adjustment for our headcount for this particular line. So say for example, I want to go ahead and plan 5 positions for this particular position right here. I can immediately do so, and what this is going to do is commit this value. We can run it through workflows and approvals, and then we'll see the output and be able to compare to other scenarios. What also happens here is we have the ability to be able to go ahead and look at audit history on this. So if I wanted to, for example, go ahead and check out my audit history, an audit summary, I can go ahead and see exactly what has changed and what the previous value was. In addition to that, we're also going to be able to see our data flow history. What this essentially means is we know exactly when our Power Automate has refreshed right here, as well as our data flows. This means that we're committing changes exactly when they've been improved, and we can see exactly what has changed from that standpoint. In addition to that, we can also analyze our headcount. So if we want to be able to see exactly what compensation and FTE growth looks like over time, we're immediately going to be able to do so along with comparing to different scenarios. So showing, for example, a forecast or scenario, which is our main working forecast versus a what-if scenario, and what happens from a compensation as well as FTE impact standpoint. Not only that, but your team will also have the option to be able to slice and dice data, such as being able to click on different departments, as well as understand different business units and where exactly there are FTE changes and compensation changes over time. Such as, for example, where we have internal department movement right here, but no change in terms of total FTE counts. So we hope you enjoyed this video on here. In our next one, we're going to talk about headcount management planning, where we're going to show you another way to be able to do cube level planning for your headcount on here. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Alp signing out.